My name is Lone Jespersen. I'd like to share a couple of thoughts with you as for why culture matters when we talk about food safety. We still see that about 400,000 people lose their lives every year because the food or drink that they consumed was not safe. And unfortunately, those tragedies often hit those most vulnerable in our societies. So it's the young, the old, the pregnant, and the immunocompromised. So why is it that we're talking about culture when it comes to food safety? It's because what we've done so far has protected a lot of consumers, but in order to protect more than 400,000 people every year, we have to do something a little different. And we know from looking at recalls where people have lost their lives because of unsafe food being sent in the marketplace, that it very often comes back to how people behave and some of the assumptions that are made within the culture of the food business. I'll give you a couple of examples. So in a culture where food safety is truly integrated into the organizational culture, we see senior leadership looking at food safety performance as a key business indicator, just like they would look at productivity and profitability. We also see in very mature cultures like that, frontline supervisors that are actually engaging their teams in looking for better ways to do what's needed for food safety. Not just assuming because there's a written standard that's good enough, but they're actually ongoingly challenging whether it's truly going to be the best way to mitigate the risks that we're putting out in that, or that we're trying not to put out in the food that's made every day. And I think if you're looking at culture from that angle as for how do senior leaders integrate food safety into what they do every day, how do frontline supervisors and managers engage frontline teams so that they can take action and be part of making things better. And if we put a measure to in the form of maturity, how mature a culture is to enable those two things, leaders talking, frontline and managers acting with their frontline teams, we can see less people getting hurt, or worst case, losing their lives in the future, because the food they're eating is just going to be more safe.